They insulted me. I feel so insulted. How can they insult me? How can they be rude with me? These are some of the very common dialogues which we hear from different people. Sometimes it's us who say these dialogues. So, can someone really insult us? Is it possible for them to insult us? Or it's just we who feel insulted? Is there any difference between these two sentences or they are the same? Watch till the end, we'll find out together. Hello my friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Adit and today we are going to discuss briefly about this seemingly common topic but something which we need to dive deeper into. So many times we say that someone insulted me or I felt insulted by the way he or she spoke with me. So basically, when someone is rude with us, our common response is the first and natural response is with we feel angry, we feel frustrated that why that person behaved in this way with me, why he insulted me. And later on, after some time, when that anger, frustration subsides, eventually we start something called as unnecessary self-criticism. I call it unnecessary because many a times in most of the cases, this self-criticism is not correct. We start blaming ourselves that, oh, this person was rude to me or this person said something bad to me. That means there must be something wrong with me, right? Because we have been, the way we see people behaving, what we have been taught since our childhood, because of that impact, the first thing or the first response which happens after our anger or frustration is subsides is that we start blaming ourselves. That person shouted at me, that person scolded me, that person said something bad to me, that person insulted me. It means that there must be something bad with me only. There must be it must be me who has committed some mistake or error. That's why that person was rude with me. So let me tell you one thing here. It's not that I'm not saying that every time we are right or we should not introspect whether we have done some mistake or not. I'm not saying that. If it's our mistake, we should accept it. There is no doubt about it. But there is another aspect or another angle to this issue. If suppose I am interacting with some person and I said something which that person did not like, or I did something maybe unintentionally which that person did not like. So that person has the choice to communicate that to me in a decent way. Even though that person has not liked or not maybe appreciated really what I did, or maybe that person got hurt because of my words or because of my actions, there is always a decent and a moderate way to communicate that to us, right? But then instead of choosing that way, if that person shouts at us or it is that person is rude with us or he or she insults us, then that is wrong. So that's why I say that when someone tries to insult you, it is not about you, but it is about them. When they insult you, when they say bad things to you, they are not applicable to you, but they are saying a lot of things about who those people are as human beings. For example, we'll see a simple example here. Suppose you take a glass and you fill that glass with water completely, fully, to its fullest capacity. Now, this glass is fully filled with water. Now you put a stone or you throw a stone into that water. What will happen? The water will spill out. So basically, whatever is contained in that glass will come out when you drop something in it, right? So similarly, human mind is like this glass of water. Whatever is there inside our human mind, it automatically comes out when we are triggered or when there are some challenging situations. So if someone is insulting you, someone is being rude to you, it's not about you, it's about them. Probably they are having a lot of negativities inside them. Maybe they are having their own frustrations. Maybe they are going through some challenging situations in their lives and they don't know how to navigate through those situations or how to overcome them. Maybe they are suffering or struggling with some unhealed mental traumas, which probably they don't know how to resolve or how to find solution for them. So that's why when they are triggered, it and it's not that it might be someone else also, right? So it's not about you, it might be someone else also who might trigger them with their action or behavior or words, and then they will insult that person also. So it's not about you or it's not about any particular person, it's about them. It's 101% absolutely about them, and it's not about you. So, because when these such people who have a lot of negativities inside them, their mind is completely full, or we can say completely filled with negativities. When such people are triggered, then whatever is there in their mind, that is their negativities, their frustrations, they are poured out onto the another person. So, so then what is the solution for it? You will ask that what is the solution for it? Should we just ignore it? See, basically, we have to understand one thing here, that completely ignoring such people may not be always possible, because, as we say, easier said than done. We are discussing here something, but when we deal with such people in our practical life, sometimes it becomes very, very difficult to ignore them completely or just not to pay attention to what they're saying. So if someone, probably if you are interacting with a person and then you are trying to, say something to them, and then they start insulting you, they start saying bad things about you, what you can do is, maybe you can try to be assertive with them. There are three types of communications. One is aggressive, one is assertive, and one is passive. Aggressive is one extreme of the communication, where you are not listening to anyone, you are very aggressive from your side, you are shouting at people, and that is aggressive. The other extreme is passive, like you are not saying anything, people are coming, they are doing whatever they want to do with you, they are coming and they are treating you like the way they want, and you are not doing anything. That is passive, that is another extreme. But the middle way is being assertive. That is, in that, what you can do is, you can probably uh, put your point, you can try to explain what you want to explain politely but clearly, and you can see if they understand. Sometimes people, if they have some misunderstandings, and if you try to clear them in an assertive way, so sometimes they can understand and sometimes they might calm down. But still, despite your efforts of being, or despite your efforts of trying to communicate to them in a very clear way, if you feel that this person right now is not in a state of forget about understanding, that person is not in a state of even hearing what I'm saying, so just leave it. Because as we discussed the example of glass of water, now if we take a glass which is completely filled with water, and now you want to pour juice in it, for example, then you cannot pour juice in the glass which is already filled with water, right? You have to empty that glass, you have to empty the water from the glass, you have to make that glass completely empty, and then only you can pour any other liquid in that glass. So similarly, with such people also, unless they work out on their problems, unless they work out on their frustrations, unless they work out themselves on their issues in their lives and their mental state, and they try to find out solution to that, we cannot communicate what we want to communicate to them beyond a certain limit, unless they take some efforts from their side. So you can try to put your point or communicate to them, but if you feel that they are not in a state, their glass is completely filled with water, then just leave them for now, for that moment, and let them resolve their issues. Maybe after some time they might realize that what you are saying is right. So that's the only way you can deal with such people. So, if the moral of the story is, if someone insults you, can they really insult you? So, the answer is no. They cannot insult you unless you allow them to insult you. Because it's not about you, It's about them. Okay, so that's what about this topic for today. Thank you for listening, and please like this video if you appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon, and share it with your friends, family, relatives, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you so much.